guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea. So I want to go through my big chop experience. I've been 4 months natural, so today marks my 4-month anniversary, and so I'm really excited to see how my growth has progressed over these 4 months. So I will do a quick check as well. So just going on about my big chop experience, you know, it was really spontaneous. It was just a Saturday afternoon, and I had just gotten one of my installs taken out. So I had in my Peruvian loose wave extensions. My initial plans were to transition for a period of like a year and then to chop off my relaxed end. So that was my plan originally. But you know, I had just taken out the install and I looked at my hair and I saw the two textures and I was like, oh, this is getting a lot really tedious to kind of blend the two textures together. And I was trying to be on a no heat regimen so I wouldn't change my curl pattern. So it was getting to be really frustrating, and I just decided spontaneously, I just got my scissors, you know, and I cut the sides of my hair. So like the sides, both sides were like all shaved off. Well, not shaved off, but totally cut off to the natural new growth. And after this I was like, wow, what have I just done, kind of thing. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need to get to my stylist ASAP. So I left home, you know, had on my hat and everything, and I went to town and I walked into one of the salons that was available, because my stylist was actually booked up. And you know, I basically told the lady, look, I want to cut off my relaxed end. So you know, she kind of looked at me like, okay, are you crazy? Like, do you really understand? So you want to trim? So I was like, no, actually I want to cut off, you know, down. I just want to be natural, basically. And it was as though she didn't have a clue what I was talking about. So it was quite hilarious. But so she proceeded to basically prepare my hair. So she washed it and everything, and then so you can see the two textures, you know, from the relaxed hair, the natural hair, and then the transition point and the relaxed end. And so then she decided to like trim it, and I really don't know. So my hair was just below my shoulders, just a tad bit below my shoulders at the time that I went to the salon. And so she was trimming off the relaxed ends, and I was like, she cut it kind of like to my ears, like in a bob kind of thing. And I was like, okay, does someone really understand what I'm trying to say? I don't want any relaxer anymore. So anyhow, so eventually she started to cut more and more, and she was like, oh, the hair is looking healthy, you know, and stuff. And because I did have like some split ends. And so after a lot of coercion, she finally decided to start trimming to the transition point, cutting to the transition point. And finally, you know, I realized that my hair was taking shape and everything, and the relaxed ends were going away. And you know, after some time, you know, all of my hair was on, all the relaxed ends were on the floor. People in the salon were looking like, is this girl crazy? And because I know a lot of people that go, you know, a lot of women are very skeptical, especially black women, really skeptical about getting haircuts and stuff like that. But surprisingly, when I was there getting it chopped off, I was actually looking in the mirror as well. So it wasn't like, you know, at the end she turned me around and I was like, ah. So I was seeing her, what she was doing and everything, and I wasn't really too bothered. I was just like, you know, this is really spontaneous, I guess. But I wasn't really upset about it or anything. So finally all of the relaxed ends were off. And yeah, I honestly, you know, when people say that if you have this feeling of liberation, seriously, I know it sounds like, oh, so cliche, but I felt really good. Like it was one of the best decisions that I made last year. And people, you know, you guys are probably saying, oh, it's just hair is hair. Yes, but it's just a feeling of liberation after I actually did the big chop. So you know, while I was in the salon, people were just looking and staring and probably thinking that I was crazy. But anyhow, so after she cut my hair, she treated it. So I had a treatment, and I went on the steamer as well. And you know, it was so appalling to hear some of the comments from the shampoo girl who was doing my hair. So she was like, oh man, you know, whoa, you got a good texture, you know, your hair isn't that bad. So I guess as well, yeah, you could have gone, you know, cut off your hair. And I was thinking, so what is good hair, what's bad hair? That raises the whole debate again. And you know, it's so sad that even black salons don't know how to care for natural hair. So it's really sad. I know there are a lot of natural, they are not a lot. Well, where I am right now, there aren't that many natural hair salons, but I know they are upcoming in certain areas depending on where you live. So yeah, so I left the salon and I felt so good. I remember my friend one of my friends at the time, before I actually went to the salon, because I told a number of people and they were like, what? And one of my friends was like, are you crazy? Don't do it, don't do it. But anyways, at the end of it all, he actually came to the salon. He saw it. He was like, oh my goodness, you cut off all your hair. It's so short. Because honestly, it was like probably an inch or so, or inch and a half maybe. It was really short. Like, it's the shortest that my hair has been like my entire life. So I was a bit skeptical before I actually got it cut. Like, how would I look? You know, I'm gonna look like a little boy and stuff. But yeah, because I was accustomed to having hair. So going from that to having nothing to actually put in one was a bit something to get used to. But since then I received really positive comments from people, and I mean the biggest surprise would be like people that I'm actually at university. So a lot of my friends in university, generally people give me good comments. Oh, you look nice with short hair. I did receive some negative comments, but you know, although originally, yeah, some comments did get to me, but you know, I guess I need to get a bit more thick-skinned. But I just want to say that no matter what people say, you have to know your reasons for wanting to go back natural, and just to have that inner strength to know that, you know, it's your hair, it's your personal journey. And I know that may sound a bit cheesy or whatever, but you just need to motivate yourself intrinsically and say, you know, you're beautiful no matter what. You're really not, you can't be defined by the clothes you wear or where you live or, you know, your circumstances or your hair. Like, that's really silly. So yeah, so I think I was able to rise above rather some negative comments that I did receive, like even from family members, some family members, you know who you are. But yes, so that's basically my big chop experience, and my hair has been doing well ever since. It has been a bit challenging trying to find products, so I would say when you do actually do the big chop, that you have to do some trial and error of products and finding what works best for your hair, because you have a lot of input from YouTubers here, but everyone's different and your hair, it's an individual thing. So what works for me may not work for you. You know, it is a trial and error basis of finding that product or those staple products that would be best for your hair. So I became a product junkie. I remember the first thing I did after I came for the salon, actually, to when I got my hair cut, I went straight to the Afro-Caribbean shop to get hair products, and honestly I bought loads of stuff. I bought leave-in conditioners, moisturizers, oils, all sorts of stuff, and some of them I will not use. They're still in my cupboard and I'm most likely going to give them out. But it was just because I knew that I had to find a product. I was like, oh dear, what am I going to do now? How am I going to sell my hair? So my hair was very dry, so that's one of the things. I had problems trying to retain moisture in my hair, especially since this was in November last year, so it was winter, and so it was a battle to find the right products for the climate as well, and to retain that moisture in my hair so my hair will be healthy. You know, all I can say is that if you're thinking about doing the big chop, just go to, I would advise that you go to a stylist and probably get it shaped up. Even if you did, let's say if you cut off the relaxer and like by yourself, originally I would advise to go to a professional stylist to get your hair actually shaped into a style. So some people like to have a tapered TWA, so where the sides are quite short and kind of like in the middle comes up a bit. So it depends on what, you know, what would suit your face, your frame of your face, or what you're comfortable wearing. Some people will wear mohawk, but I don't think I'll be comfortable rocking that kind of style. But whatever works best for you, I would say go and get a professional cut. There is a difference, I guess, between going to the barbers or going to the hairdressers. Well, I went to the hairdresser because I was actually scared of those little razor things that the barbers use. So I was like, nah, I can stay clear of that. So I preferred to go to the hairdressers, although it would be more expensive, I guess. I paid around, to get my hair cut and treated, I paid £30 it was in the salon that I went to. So I didn't think that was too bad, because when I used to get my hair relaxed anyways, I will pay on average £60 to get it done. So, and that's relax and treat. So £30 was a steal for me. So yeah, it was, you know, relatively expensive considering that you pay £7 at the barber, but where I am. But anyway. Okay, this is my first Snapchat, so please bear with me, okay? So I'm just gonna take from this side. Okay, so that's 4.5. Okay, so I'm measuring from the roots to the tips. So that's 4 inches on that side, and then I'm gonna do either side. Probably should pull it down. I don't know if you can see that. So it ends here. So that's 5 inches on my right side. So when you're doing this, you just want to be really gentle and try to detangle, finger detangle a bit, just so you can smoothen out your curls, so it'll be easier. So that ends here. So that's just a little bit over 5 inches. I'll just call it 5. So that's 5, 5, 4.5, and 4. And I'm gonna take some hair from the front as well. That's probably a big chunk, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, my hair, I just moisturize my hair, so it's a bit wet and stuff. And my hair is probably looking crazy because I'm pulling it out. But anyhow, okay. So that's 4.5, and I guess I'll take some from the middle. I don't know how I'm gonna get this in. Anyhow. Okay. Okay. So I had it upside down, but anyways, that's 5.5 inches. So yeah, I guess that marks my limb check. So overall, I guess that's an average of like 5 inches, 4.5 to 5 inches. So it has grown, and I'm pleased with that. It means that I'm doing something right. So yeah. So anyways, guys, enough of me rambling on about my big chop experience. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and to all of you guys who are thinking about transitioning or going transitioning to natural hair, whether through the big chop or through a lengthy transition, you know, I would say go for it. You know, this has been one of the best decisions. My hair is very healthy.